Hey there, humans, come on in. The week begins, let's dive right in. From sunny beaches to mountain snow, we're traveling live on The Human Show. Every week's a brand new scene. From pixel worlds to movie dreams, we play it all, you never know what's next to come on The Human Show. Undertale runs or Roblox nights, Minecraft films or crazy fights. If it's fun, then it's the goal, that's how we roll. Your cheer, it's DearHumans time right here. Your voice, your jokes, they steal the show. You make the soul of The Human Show. And once a week the games begin. 5 minutes each, who'll take the win? Trivia, riddles, marbles flow. The chat's the stars on The Human Show. The MVP shines bright and proud. The crowd stack those wins, and soon you'll know you wear the crown on The Human Show.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, how is everyone doing? Hop on, yet another day, yet another episode of The Human Show. Hop on, don't be shy, the train is about to, well, it's already continuing as always. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have 231 days left to make YouTube my full-time job. Things are looking slightly bleak, slightly nerve-wracking, but hey, we gotta keep on going. We can't stop it out because I can't just lose hope, because it would be a bit sad if I do. Anyways, Felix, I ate a train. Damn, that's a lot of train to eat if I do say so myself. Anyways, humans, hope you're excited, hope you're good. Nice to see that so many people are here today. I can't wait to get this show started. So let's go. All right, humans, let's start with the show.
The Human Show.
Righty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Please settle down, get comfortable, because today we have another episode of The Human Show, and you get to experience this lovely experience with me, your host, Felix the Human. FelixHumann, yes. So, how you doing, humans? Let's settle down a bit. Let's talk one-to-one to you to me, me to you. Let's have a chat. How's it going? How you doing? How you doing, pretty girl? Pretty boy? Pretty dude? How you doing? Felix is the best human. I don't know about that, but I try to be decent. I think the non-game type of content does a little bit better. You think? I don't know, to be honest. It might be good, it might be bad. It's still too early to know. I think the fact of not having, like, they're not playing games in the live streams is not bringing any new people to the live stream, from what I understand. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe not so good. Maybe not so good after all. But hey, we keep on moving forward, shall we? We just can't stop the funsies of the train. Felix, what's up? Ayo, indeed. Hi, Felix. Sorry I haven't been in too interactive recently. Swiftbite, you don't need to say sorry. You just need to live your life and live it freely and however you want it to be lived. It's your life. You do what you want to do with your life. Yes, dear humans today, we will have some dear humans today. Did you do your homework, my human? Did you send some stuff to subreddit? We'll find out. Honestly, I always keep on coming back and forth between making dear humans episodes or no. Probably I won't. I don't know. It always feels a bit like a stupid idea to make a long form dear human. Like for shorts, it's pretty good, and for the live stream, it's very nice. But for the long form, I think it's just there's no benefit. I think. I don't know, humans. I don't know. Anyways, humans. Also today I have 2 new presentations for you guys. One presentation and one Felix human news. So you're gonna be served with little PowerPoints times. But yes, before we continue, shall we go to the arena? Shall we go and visit the arena of the soldiers? I think so. Oi, you can't even see. Welcome humans to the arena, my warriors. As you know, Kirby, what's up, Kirby? I'm Felix. I'm watching your old videos right now. Okay, which one? I'm curious. But GTA 6 trailer, or was I crazy? Is there? Oh, is it? Me after losing, please. Okay, well, anyways, humans, don't forget that the Human League is still active. Right now it's being led by none other than Gaza. Yesterday, the one and only Mika got a big hit in the face, and he lost all his points. You know, the risk of the Wheel of Fortune. But anywho, ladies and gentlemen, keep on fighting. Thank you so much for supporting me. Remember that all the support that you give to the live stream, well, transforms into points into the Human League, so you get rewarded. If you want to win points, in the description you can find the point system. Wait, you play GTA 6? Yes, GTA 6, we will play it. Anyways, continue fighting, continue helping me, please!
The Human Show.
Okay, from what I see, I don't see no trailer numero 3. I don't see no trailer numero 3. I just see a bunch of fake stuff. No trailer numero 3, So don't start spreading false rumors. Because we do not like the false rumors. The last singer we got that was here. This is the last thing we got, which is the starting menu. I don't think I even saw it. Very Vice City vibey. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Did you guys pre-order it? I did not yet, but maybe in the future. Who knows? Felix, I meant that the image you accidentally put looks like some trailer of GTA or something. Lol. What image did I put? Oh, you mean the background? No, that was the music. that was the Bosnian music, just the beach, essentially, just to have some nice vibes. Nice beat, but not my type. I don't know. I like to vary. It's nice to have different environments. I won't pre-order it. Not a fan. You're not a fan? Okay, fair enough. Dear humans, in a second, Mika. In a second. What, Mika? Who is non-human? Who is? Anyways, it's been a while since I've seen the arena. I've just finished your Minecraft movie. I'm gonna watch the Toby Fox one. You finished my Minecraft movie? You watched the entire Minecraft movie? Damn, there's not a lot of people that can say that. Lace is back. Lace, you decided to join us yet again. Lovely to see you back, my friend. But damn, you watched the entire Minecraft movie. Not a lot of people saw the entire Minecraft movie. It took me a lot of time to do that one. But hey, your AI girlfriend Phoenix. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Dear Humans. Let's see if you guys send some funny haha stuff. Let's see who's gonna get some points. And let's see.
Dear humans, drop your submissions in the subreddit, and I'll react to what I find in the next episode of Dear Humans.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Dear Humans, the part of the show where you get to send me whatever you want in the subreddit, and I get to react to it live. If you send something that is related to the live stream, you get extra points for the Human League. Okay, we saw all of this. What about... Ooh, I think I fell in love with a new teacher. I think I fell in love with I think I fell in love with my new teacher. Who is it? Who could it be? I know! Damn. Alright, yeah, fair enough. I get it. I would fall in love with her too. Look at those luscious eyes, those red lips. Stop it. I am taken. I can't keep on looking at this. Damn, that was fantastic, Mika. I was dead in love tonight. Something you said. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give you 4 points. Fuck yeah, that made me laugh. I think it's that's hot. That's certified hot. Hot. Very spicy. Thumbs up. Damn. Oh, okay. There's more. I think now I can prove that Felix is Mexican. No, Felix. Damn, Felix, you did so good. Look at that. Is that how Mexicans dance, apparently? Jesus Christ. And you know what? I know that it took you some effort to track that. Like, the fact that you put some effort to just track whatever the fuck that was. Yeah, look at that belly. Damn, Felix. Felix had the moves. I gotta admit that. And Mika, you got the editing moves. I'll give you 3 points for that. What's your opinion on Cars? The movie? Great movie. I love El Rayo McQueen. Ka-chow! In Cars in general, I think it's nice that they go from one place to the other. Oh, more memes from Mika, the chat during Felix DJ performance. Fuck yeah, the humans know what's up. Yeah, well, that was a party, if you ask me. That was a party. It's a party. Yeah. Oh, Kirby, you're sending gold today. You're blessing with gold memes. Felix question: if you were in One Piece, who would you be besides Luffy? I don't know enough characters yet to determine, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry, that was loud as fuck. Yes, but you know, it's part of the experience. Oh, there's more memes. Mika really went. Mika yesterday lost, I think 25 or 35 points. And he said, like, now fuck this. I'm going back for it. I'm going back for it. How Felix feels when you how life, god damn it. How life feels when you know Felix is streaming today.
I wanna turn the whole thing upside down.
Well,
I'll find the
yeah.
things they say just can't be
Yeah, it's
found.
human show, baby. You
I'll
made
share
it.
this love
Join us. It's nice to be happy. Woo.
We'll sing.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, and I do live stream every day or nearly every day, so that makes you happy every day. Happy people, happy life. Nice. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, Mika, 1, 2, 3, 4 more points. That's awesome. And he doesn't stop, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't fucking stop. He keeps on going for it. You see how easy it is to make memes, ladies and gentlemen? Fucking Mika, rockstar. When you realize Felix is live streaming today. Wait, when you realize when you realize you are today's MVP. Really? Does it really feel like that? I really like when I build the MVP award for the stream. I really wanted it to feel like that. But does it actually, for the ones that had the award of MVP, does it actually is surprising and special, or is it just like, oh cool, or does it actually mean something? It kind of does. Okay, nice. Fuck yeah. It does 100%. Ah, that's awesome. All right, that's awesome, because I wanted to reward you guys and make you feel like you're special, because you are special. Mika, 4 more points. Look at that. You're already back on the horse. Fuck, Mika, you crushed it today. Let's applause for those memes. Those were incredible. Really funny. Made me laugh a lot. What's a skeleton's favorite snack? Well, let's find out.
I have a joke for you. What is a skeleton's favorite snack?
I don't know.
Go on, guess.
Death?
No. Go on, guess.
No.
What was it? A bone marrow? What was it? Where's the end? The heck? It's probably ribs? That's not a snack. What? I don't know. Mika is a better version than me. What the heck? It's better version than me. Don't compare yourself to Flair. Kind of does. Wrong. This was the original one. I'll find it next time. Well, I've seen the original one, but I don't remember the end of it. Spare ribs? Is it spare ribs? Really? Oh, there he is.
I have a joke for you.
I don't know.
Go on, guess.
Death?
No. Go on, guess.
No.
Come on. Guess. Why are you laughing? I haven't told the punchline yet. What is a skeleton's favorite snack? Guess.
A lot of fresh.
Guess. Guess. Guess, goddamn you. Why won't you answer me? What is my favorite snack?
Introvert people.
No! No! What is it? Why must you fail me so often?
Such a good execution.
Ribs! Spare ribs!
Spare ribs, damn. Yeah, it was spare ribs, but that, like, wow, the whole joke is not even the joke. It's the execution. Oh, introvert people just feeling ashamed inside a store of someone screaming. Oh, I love that. I love making people uncomfortable in open spaces when they're introverts, supposedly. Ah, so lovely. I love that. It's good one, Kirby. You made me feel alive there. Nice. Wait, that ain't sans. That's papyrus. Ah, papyrus confirm. Papyrus confirm. Rips. It was Rips Humans. Hope this helps the channel, Felix. Kirby suggested these streamers. Oh, thank you. I didn't know you could do that. Yes, that's. I guess that helps. I don't know, but I still applaud you. Thank you for that. Kirby. Let's give you 3 points. I'm being very generous with the points, but I don't know. I feel happy. When I can't find any memes, Lafleur, random bullshit go. yeah, you are like that, Lafleur. I'll give you a point for that. That made me laugh. That made me laugh. Laugh points. Hee. That was shock use. Wait, that was shock use. Okay, there you go. Lafleur goes again.
And watch as you watch. I told this time was different, but I just let the refrain.
The fuck am I looking at? Johnny sucks cause I'm out of buck. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Damn. This sucks ass. Hope you like it. Sorry if it was horrible. I'll gotta admit that was terrible, yeah, but I still like the effort, Lafleur. God damn, 3 points. Jesus Christ. I don't know. He tried. He created something. I'll reward him for that. All right. The heck is this? Copyright, and I'm gonna get spoiled. Nope. I'm gonna get spoiled, and I don't want it. And it's copyrighted. Me trying so hard not to woozers while Glazo human community.
DJ, turn it up louder! Trying so hard. I'm a goofy goober, yeah.
Are you?
Goofy goober, yeah.
Such a good movie.
Goofy goobers, yeah. Goofy goobers, yeah.
What? I remember. I thought that it was gonna go. So you cacahuate, pound, dum dum, pound, dum dum, pound, cacahuate. Oh, the cacahuate song in Spanish, so good. How I haven't heard it anyway. Soy un cacahuate. Soy un cacahuate, sí. Es un cacahuate, sí. Soy un cacahuate, sí. Cacahuate, sí. This hits so hard. This hit for the people, for the Latino ones, for the best post. Oh, did the connection left? Did we lose the connection? Did we lose the connection? No, it seems like you guys can still see. Did something happen? Leg. You mean lag? Oh, it's back. We're back. Okay. So I don't know. It glitched. Something happened. But glad that we're back. So the 3 points for the best post of Dear Humans, of course, goes to Mika. He freaking rocked it this time. He made like 4 memes of the community. Mika, you get 3 extra points. Absolute mad lad. You see? 26 points. He did 21 points in one Dear Humans episode. That's what I mean by control your destiny, ladies and gentlemen.
Dear humans, drop your submissions in the subreddit, and I'll react to what I find in the next episode of Dear Humans.
¡Ay! Hola, ¿cómo están, amigas? ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo la están pasando? ¿Todo bien? ¿Todo bien? Ay, Penélope, ¿cómo estás? Qué placer tenerte hoy en el show de Dear Humanos. Qué placer tenerlos en mi presencia. Espero que se la pasen muy bien hoy. Me encanta tener a mi bella comunidad. Flores y destinos. Todos juntos para siempre. Oh, hey, yes. English. Let's go back to that. Yes, everything fine. Spanish is so hot. Oh, sí, pizza, pasta. Taco. Oh la caliente. Felix, I don't speak Taco Bell. Well, you gotta download Duolingo, dude. My stuff also lagging, but it's been lagging all week. Oh, sorry to hear that. Alright, humans. That was fun. Sounds a little bit nasty to be real. It wasn't. I was just talking about nice family-friendly stuff from what I remember. Anyways, before I start with the first presentation of human news, let's do a little round of Q&A. You have 5 questions that I'll answer. 5 questions. So you send questions, whatever you want to ask me, and I'll try to answer, and I'll give you 5 answers. All right? So go ahead. We have a little round of Q&A. Wish I knew German and Deutsch. Isn't this the same thing? Felix, teach me Spanish. Sí, un poquito. Have you played Deltarune Chapter 5? Not since the live stream, no. Come on, questions. Deutsch is German plus English, is it? So no questions, eh? No one has a question? I said round of Q&A. Come on, humans. I'm Portuguese and I understand Spanish, but I have no idea how to write Spanish. Yeah, that happens. If you could have forced a friend of yours to play a game, what would it be? If I were to force a friend to play a video game, I think The Binding of Isaac. It's just a very good game. It's a very good game, very complete. Or The Forest, or Sons of the Forest, just a really good experience. I think they're both very peak. All right, first question. Good job, Lafleur. You get a point. You get a point, Lafleur, for a good question. What language would you like to learn, Felix? To be honest, none. I don't want to learn any languages, but I'm learning German. That's what I'm doing. But I don't have any interest. I already speak 3 languages perfectly, and I'm going for the 4th. I think I have enough. But hey, it is what it is. German. It will be German. Good. Toast. You have no points this season. Toasty. Where's Toast? Toast. Tony, no. It's hard to find people. It's hard to find myself. There's so many people in this list. I need to do a new list for sure. Alright, I can't find you, Toast. I'm just gonna add you new. Bueno. Toast, you get a point to the Human League. Alright, next question. How old are you? I'm 26. I'm 26 years old. Soon to be 27. Well, soonish. I don't know. I'm 26. I think I'm 26. I am 26. Yeah. I am 26? I'm 26. Am I 26? How old am I? 15, no, 99. I'm 26, okay, yes, okay, I'm not glitching. So, sometimes I forget it. It's scary. Woo, alright. Oman, good one. You hit me with a twister. Okay. Can you speak a bit of German, please? Ja, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Was magst du ich sprechen für dich? Ich kann habe eine Medium Konversation mit alles Leute, aber es ist nicht perfekt. Es ist nicht gut, aber ich kann sprechen ein bisschen. So yeah. If you had to survive in a series, what would you choose? Like, what series would I choose if I had to survive in one show? One Piece sounds fun, I think. One Piece sounds like a fun adventure, to be honest. No? Naruto could be fun. No? Naruto could be fun. Oh, I would say Hunter x Hunter X, but Hunter x Hunter X is just like the best, the strongest people are the coolest ones. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna be one of the cool kids. But yeah, probably an anime. 2 more questions. What was the moment in your life that got you so angry? What was the most angry moment of my life? I can tell you one. One of the angriest and most dramatic things that I ever had was I was maybe 10 or 11, something like that, right? The iPod Touch came out, the one that it wasn't an iPhone but wasn't just an iPod, it was literally like an iPhone without calling, essentially, and you could play games. And a lot of my friends started to have one, and I honestly really wanted one, but I never ever thought my parents will ever buy me one, because I just thought that wasn't even an option. I just thought that they would never ever buy me one. They were very against it or whatever. Then my birthday came and they did buy me one. I couldn't believe it. I was the happiest kid in the world. 4 days. That's how long it lasted. 4 fucking days. And I lost it. I wasn't used to carrying any valuable things in my pockets, so I just had a short that had very bad pockets. And when I went to the cinema with some friends, I think it fell out of my pocket. I didn't even notice, and I broke my heart. I couldn't believe it when I knew it. I couldn't believe it. It took me like 2 days to admit it to my parents. I was so ashamed because, you know, like, damn, like, I lost it in 4 days. So many people made fun of me, and rightly so. And since then, I nearly never lose anything. So trauma is useful. Yeah, trauma is useful. Okay, last questions. Who can give me the last one? How long have you been learning German, Felix? Some time, but not like strongly. Maxu, what's up, Maxu? Welcome to the live stream. Glad that you could find us. How did you find us? Any other questions? What is your favorite game? My favorite game of all time, I would say Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. Probably. Just I don't know. I spent a lot of time. There's a lot of nostalgia packed in that game. For me, it just really like it. It just brings a big. There's a big part of my heart that is given to that game. So yeah. Well, thank you for that question and answers. You guys absolutely rock. Now it's time for human news. Yes, a bit of news. Let's see what's going on in the world.
Good evening, humans. Take your seats. It's time for headlines, clips, and tweets. Post the news you want reviewed. We'll talk it through with the human crew. No panic, no snooze. Just fresh, hot takes on human news.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's put some music so you still have some music to to tag along. And today we're gonna talk about meta drama. All right, as you know, when I present these things, I can't really read the chat, but don't worry, sit back, relax, and let me get into my spiel. Don't you miss the old times when the problematic drugs were actually the white powder, perico as others know, or even the other times when it was green lettuce, the big devil? But nowadays, sadly, the big addiction of the entire world is Instagram and social media. Disgusting creatures that the world has brought to us. But Europe is kind of tired of it. So Meta is, what am I saying? Europe is kind of tired of it. So Europe is kind of tired of it. So they're declaring that one. Okay. But Europe is kind of tired of it, so they have accused Meta, the company behind Facebook and Instagram, of failing to tackle the risk of its addictive signs on the physical and mental health of users. They have declared that they are guilty people indeed, and honestly they are. If we all know that these apps are extremely freaking addictive to the max, is the new crack of the kiddos, no? And honestly, yeah, definitely they are breaking some rules when it comes to addictive manipulation, and it's good that Europe is doing something about it. But well, let's get into the nitty-gritty of what the new declarations are and the rules, and how will that impact Instagram and Facebook and Meta, no? All right, so what they have said is that the apps are quite addictive because they utilize video autoplay, which I didn't even knew they had. I don't have Instagram anymore. I erased Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, every source of entertainment. I erased it from my phone because it just kills my brain having it all the time, everywhere. I just grasp to it because it's super addictive, so I decided to take it away and just consume it in my computer when I'm in front of it. But I didn't know they had autoplay. But of course, if reels are already so strong, autoplay is like just break my brain. It's like in the slot machines where instead of just pressing the button, they just put 50 chips and just keep on rolling until you stole all my money. Pretty much that's how it feels. Instead of money, it's just brain function that they're stealing. And they also have infinite scrolls, which makes it much more addictive because you never know what's the next thing that could appear in your feed. Really smart stuff, which provides an endless stream of content, shifts the brain to autopilot mode, contributing to unhealthy habits and compulsive use. So essentially, while using Instagram and those apps, you are becoming a mindless zombie that has no decision to be made apart from consuming, and exchanging the time for entertainment. But essentially just cooks your brain like a microwave. One of the decisions that they're probably gonna take is that they're making a consider implement. One of the decisions that they're oh hi, what's up, Ozzer? I just wanted to say hi. One of the decisions that the UO wants to make is considering implementing a block wider. One of the decisions that the UA is trying to implement is considering I'm not managing to get my words up yet. I got this, humans. Just trust me, I got this. All right. One of the decisions that Europe is trying to implement is considering implementing a block-wide ban on social media for under 16-year-olds. That is a big deal because that is every single kid, every developing brain will not be able to use Instagram and Facebook, and probably that also will include other social media platforms like TikTok. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. I'll give my opinions later, but this is a big deal. And on top of that, Meta faces a trial in August, Meta faces a trial. And on top of that, And on top of that, in August, Meta faced a trial in the US over whether its apps are intentionally addictive, with 4 states reportedly pushing for combined penalties of up to $1.4 trillion. Buckaroonies, my dude. 1.4 trillion. That's pretty much if they did manage to get along with this. With this trial, they will essentially break Meta down forever, because $1.4 trillion is essentially all the money that Meta has, pretty much, from what I understand. This is never gonna happen, but it's nice to fantasize about it, I guess. Well, this is the 16-year-old idea. It's a fun idea that actually was already implemented in Australia. If you don't remember, in not so long ago, Australia teens social media was banned. If you don't remember, social media was banned not so long ago in Australia, and that was a fact that was declared. But if you fuck, I'm not getting my words ahead. Sorry, humans. Jungo, I'm failing. I'm not managing to get my words ahead. I'm gonna give you the news, humans. Don't worry. Either way, all of this gets cut down in the longer video. But well, if you do recall, not so long ago, Australia already implemented the rule that minors of 16-year-old. If you do recall, not so long ago, Australia already implemented this rule that under 60-year-old people would not have access to social media. And at least they will have to have an age check, and all the platforms will have to integrate some sort of checkup of their age. But with some time that passed, it's been declared that it was a good intention, but it didn't work at all. Kids still managed to get through that and managed to get social media, which it was kind of obvious that was gonna happen. Like, yeah, you can implement some rules and maybe that gets some progress into it, but logically everybody will manage to get to find a solution to that and still get their social media apps. I remember being a kid and still lying about my age. Anybody can do it, so why wouldn't the kids do it? It makes sense. Also, their entire social world revolves in a big part around social media. So how do you want them to all of a sudden just get rid of it? It just doesn't work, even if you just put a rule or a verification of age. It just doesn't work like that. But well, one of the changes that the commission was trying to state and integrate through this debate. It's not a debate, but you did this bad. Fuck, I don't have the word. But one of the change. Okay, so how do they want to change this? Essentially, what are they asking for Meta to change in their apps? And it suggested this. One of the things that they suggested is I'm doing this so bad. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting nervous. All right, Felix is got a gun IRL. What? Don't do it. Done. All right. So, okay, all those complaints sounds nice and all, and making them pay, that sounds nice and all. But what essentially they want Meta to change in their apps? It suggests disabling features like autoplay and infinite scroll by default, implementing effective screen time breaks, and making the recommendation algorithm less engagement oriented. That sounds great. I don't think they will ever do it, to be honest. Like, okay, maybe they can implement the screen time breaks, which will be essentially, I don't know, maybe every hour or every 2 hours, they will be like, hey, you've been burning your brain a bit too much. You need to go and touch some grass for a bit. Maybe go and talk to your mom for once in a while, maybe before she just dies of old age. But probably they will never do that. On top of that, they want to stop autoplay and infinite scrolling. I can imagine that you can remove autoplay. That will be fair enough. But infinite scrolling, how do you want to get rid of that if the whole system and base of Instagram is based around Reels? If you take away infinite scroll, what are you left with? Subscription-based thing? It just makes no sense. So I don't know how they could possibly take that away and make it less engagement-oriented. Then what will you make it engage? What would you focus it on? On learning? On education. That also just like sounds very pretty and all, but does that make any freaking sense? I don't know. Anyways, weird stuff. All of that, the intentions of all of that is to protect the physical and mental health of Europeans must be a priority for social media platforms. Yeah, right. Of course. Like, yeah, it would be ideal if they cared about our mental health, but they don't. They just care about retaining our attention so they can exchange it for profit. And our mental health is the least of their concerns, of course. But well, it's nice to say it at least. On top of that, von der Leyen, which is the Commission president, I don't know. I think the Commission president is essentially the leader of the movement and the ones that are saying like, hey, you're doing this bad, give us money. I think that's the lady that makes that, von der Leyen. She said this very smartly, and I think it's a good phrase. The question is not whether young people should have access to social media. The question is whether social media should have access to young people. I think that's quite smart. Essentially meaning that it's not that kids shouldn't access the internet and have access, freedom of access. It's just that social media is affecting their brains and influencing them in such a strong way that they're molding young people's mind, even old people. But who cares about old people? And even our age, whatever. We're talking about the future generations. If they're already molded and manipulated by the candy of the big corporations, this is bad. This is bad news for the future, ladies and gentlemen. So we need to protect the youth, supposedly. Anyways, here's the question. Do you think really this is gonna happen? Do you think this actually is gonna make a big change? Probably not. We've seen this before. It's not the first time that Meta and Mark Zuckerberg are in top positions where they should get banned or be in troubles or have giant fines. It always truly felt like nothing amounted to anything. Like everything amounted to nothing. Something like that. It really feels like it sounds like a good story and it's nice that they're talking about it, but it truly feels like probably they will not change anything. And even if they lose and they have some rules that they have to change, I'm sure that they will find other ways to get their gains on, because that's what they do. They greedy little bastards that just want to get as much profit as possible and become the richest possible companies in the world. That's their own unique goal. So yeah, I don't have that much hope for it. And well, no one really asked for my opinion, but I'm still gonna give it because I am a white male and that's what we do. Anywho, with all of this, I truly think that it is nice that they're doing this, to be honest, because honestly, social media should be considered and treated in the same way as any other drug would. Social media is a drug. It has a different format, but the effects and the way it's used gives a similar effect to what a drug would. And if we don't put the same laws and rules that we would put with other edible drugs, I think we're just leading ourselves to demise and giving power to people that shouldn't have freedom to the max. So it's good that we're checking on them and seeing how if they're abusing the system. And of course they will always abuse the system, but it's still nice to really realize and notice that social media is not just a little movie in our screens. It's much more than that. It affects our brain chemistry, it affects our behavior, how we feel about us, and it can really get to an extent that it could harm ourselves and the people that we care about. So it's good that we at least are trying to get this to change, or at least get checked up. But the reality, I think, is this is just a good step forward. To be honest, to conclude, this is a good step forward. I don't truly think it's gonna change anything, and we're still headed for demise. To be honest, I'm a bit pessimist, but that's just how I feel, guys. So yeah, and good for the European Parliament. I hope they manage to win. Still, the world will still be the same. Returning to the drug thing, yeah, whatever. I had another point, but let's just skip it. Who cares about my opinion? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm still trying to make YouTube my full-time job, and I have 231 days to make this happen. It's becoming smaller by the day. I might lose my job as a YouTuber. Well, maybe if I don't do YouTube, I could actually make some money and be able to pay food and stuff like that, but what am I saying? Just subscribe if you can. If you enjoyed this video, also maybe you will enjoy this other one that is about another subject that I can't remember right now because I can't see the video that you're seeing right now, but maybe you can see it and maybe you can click it. All right, see you. All right, humans, that was human news.
The Human Show.
All right, that didn't go that well. That didn't go that well. I gotta admit, I was more confident when I read it the first time. Now that I tried to do it, it didn't flow as well. Luckily, I have the magic of editing that will allow me to cut the parts where I just lose it. I just lose it. Milk's no killer. Milk is no killer, indeed, Toast. Guys, what about chilling in the Felix voice chat in Discord channel? Is there a voice chat in the Discord channel? Oh, you mean like, oh, you guys want to join and together have a little discussion and talk to each other while you watch the live stream? I think that's cool. Go and regroup and gossip about the live stream. If you want, you can make fun of me. I don't care. 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 You care. I don't care. I don't care. Play Deltarune. Play Deltarune now. Yungo, that's not how it works. We're not playing games right now. We're talking about serious business. So yeah, any thoughts about the social media thing? Anybody has any thoughts? Do I have to give you points for giving me thoughts? Felix, you need to work on your sentence structure and you have a very French accent. No. What about that? What if I don't? I don't care. No. Like, I don't think I need to work on my on talking perfectly. I don't think that's fun. I don't think that's human. I think that's just optimization. And like I said, we are against optimization. We are the Human Show, and humans are unperfect. And when I edit the videos, when I mess up talking, that's the things that I try to make funny while I edit. So it's good. I don't care. I just it shouldn't feel like I'm a professional speaker. It should feel like you're just talking with a friend that speaks poorly. That's what it should feel like. I thought there were voice chats. There are voice chats in the Discord. Just I don't think there's no one there, but there are voice chats. No, in German. I don't front you in German. I mean. Also, Felix, how do you feel the UK will take over YouTube just to feed the British traditional broadcasting? Sorry, what? How do you feel that UK will take over YouTube just to feed the British traditional broadcast? Is that really a news that is gonna happen? UK. Let's see if something appears 6 days ago. UK government takes control of YouTube algorithm. YouTube. The UK government is running a public consult called Watch the Space, a new strategy digital of the UK media. The proposal includes a mandatory change of how the content is discovered on YouTube. This could direct audiences away from your channel. As a UK creator, this directly impacts your future digital content. Discovery works best when driven by users' choice, not legal requirements. This is a vital window for you to share your perspective before you consider close. Okay. Impact of the proposal rule. The proposal new rules includes a mandatory prominence regime. This could require digital platforms like YouTube to prioritize and give privileged positions to traditional broadcasts like the BBC, ATC, Channel 4 in users' interface and recommendations feeds, potentially pushing your content out of sight. Damn. Okay, so the UK seems to want to put some dictatorship on YouTube, and they just push their agendas. Feels like Twitch would reconsider the strategy. Why? I don't get that. I don't know how well, let's finish the reading. Your content, well, I think I understood. Reducing user exposure to diverse content, rather reaching your channel's growth. Yeah, that's effect. That will have horrible effects. I don't know how British systems work, but this looks similar to BLC 11 in Canada. It was allowed to have the CBC regulate the YouTube algorithm to push more Canadian content. It went through bureaucracy hell, and the modern version has a clause excluding user-generated videos. So hopefully something like that with the UK. That doesn't sound too bad, but maybe I misunderstood. UK plans to force YouTube to prioritize BBC. Okay, thank you, Lafleur. You get 3 points for that, for giving me some news. July 8th. UK plans to force YouTube to prioritize BBC News over independent creators. UK. Well, I'm gonna have to read this later. Well, it's not that long. The UK government has been accused of state censorship and becoming Orwellian. What the fuck does that mean? Over announcing plans in a media green paper to force social media platforms such as YouTube to prioritize news broadcasts like BBC, ITV, and Channels 4 and downrank that independent creators. The paper explores the idea of making public media content highly invisible and easy to discover social media but like, what's the intention? Is it the intention to give the people more of the important news of the world and less of shit content, or is it just to control more the you know, what people consume, but like the narrative, to control the narrative essentially? The rationale gives it the social media has made it easier for inaccurate or manipulated material to consider. Fuck, I read so bad. People increasingly access news on social media where they are being exposed to misinformation. The government says malign actors frequently exploit even such as the Southport riot to spread disinformation. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. What do I think about that? I think it's bad. I don't like it. I don't like governments being the ones in control of what we consume or not. There should always be freedom, but the thing is, there is not really freedom because we still end up consuming whatever the algorithm does. So instead of being the government that decides what we see, is the corporations that decide. So it's still not perfect, but I think it's still better than the government. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought there were voice chat. Yeah, okay. You can do something for it, but check out the human channel. But that god might not affect the people outside the UK, but it's still horrible. I think so. Felix, the link on Discord and the description doesn't work anymore. Can any of you guys send the Discord link to Toast, please? Because I'm live right now. Okay, so nice, good stuff, humans. But well, before I go to the human presentation, the other presentation that I've prepared and concocted for us, and I hope I'll be able to flow with it properly. Maybe I just need some water. I'm gonna go get some water. I need some water. Be right back. And you guys should hydrate yourself too. All right. Bro, just sit there, relax, watching the live, aren't you? So you're relaxing, huh? Glad he isn't British. I'm not British, though. No, I think it would be good to have a British accent, but probably if I had a British accent, I would not have learned most of the language that I do know. It's good. I do love speaking so much English, but I do love also that it's not my main language, and that it's not my first language. I think very often Americans and people that speak English, they never get to learn other language just for the fact that they have the easiness of that most of humanity speaks their language. So it's just too comfortable, so they don't evolve. At least most of them, I don't know. Mika, Frenchix is real. Excuse me? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? You just drank a bowl of water. I mean, Mexilix. Felix. Mexico. Felixco. Felixico. Aha, Felixito. Because you are a watcher. All right, humans. Good stuff. Before we go and do the second presentation, you know what? Let's do a little round. We haven't done this in a while. Of Ask the Humans.
Now humans, I need your point of view. A question from me, an answer from you. Fill the chat, let the truth come running. Ask the humans and keep it coming.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ask the Humans, the part of the show where I ask the questions and you get to answer them. Humans, first question. If you could receive the honest answer to one question, what would you ask? So if you could have one question that you will have the true answer to it, what would it be? That's a good starting question. If you could receive the honest answer to one question, what would you ask? All right, humans, show me what you got. Is Felix really straight? Why do you want to know? What's the passcode of the bank? The passcode of the bank? Like, do you think there is just one? Like, just you go to an ATM, you put the passcode, and all of a sudden it gives you unlimited money? Maybe that could be cool. Are we in a simulation? I think the answer, you would not be satisfied with the answer. I don't think you would like the answer. Because if they tell you yes, which is the most likely answer, what do you do then? Okay, cool. Then nothing changes. If this is a simulation, if it's reality, it's not like you really know the difference between a simulation and what a reality. Like, you can't really define what reality is, so it doesn't really change anything, you know? But hey, still good question, Toad. I liked it. Felix, do you always exercise like gymming? Yeah, I always do I always go to the gym. Now, I struggle sometimes to go, and from time to time I struggle to find the time to go, but yes, I do. Felix, how do you know? How do I know what? How do I know what? Why is Felix not investing into music production? The German song was fire. Oh, you like the German song? I just don't know. Like, I will invest in the future. Just don't. It's something that I like, but I have no rush to do it. First, I want to right now invest in building this so I can make a living out of it. And then when I can make a living out of it, the rest of the time I can do whatever I want. Do you play Minecraft? Is that the question? Like, this is more like if you had one question for God to know the absolute truth of something, what would you ask? Not to me. So that's what it means. For now, what's the code of your credit card? Either way, it's not like you would get much. It's not like I have money. Like I said, I'm poor as fuck. I'm a struggling YouTuber. All right. So no questions. God definitely plays Minecraft. Yeah, that's for sure. God, if God does do something, it's playing Minecraft. We can all agree on that. Anybody? So no one has a question for God right now. Honestly, don't mock him. Mock who? Gotta go. Yeah, you'll have a loser say. Okay, Rafael, see you. One, don't worry about him. God, Felix. Why? Did he got offended? And did I? You know? I don't know if you. Silver too. All right, see you. Anyways. Yo, Felix, watch this. What? What shall I watch? Okay, next question because you guys are not answering. What's the most random fact you know that you never get to use? Okay, what's a random fact that you know that you never get to use? What you eating? Some Haribo. Haribo. The chat is active, yeah. How long would my girlfriend actually love me? Okay, Oster, that's a good question. But why do you want to know that? I am the one asking questions. You're the one answering, Phoenix. What's my favorite food? Sandwich. damn, Duster. That's a big question. Yeah. The most popular Frenchcore producer are Dutch. Okay, that's a fun fact. The most popular Frenchcore producers are Dutch. Yeah, that is a fun fact. Good job, Zcaris. Anybody else? Anybody else has a fun fact to share with the group? Sefa and Dr. Peacock. Dutch. Doesn't surprise me that they're Dutch, but yeah, French core. That the tallest building in Portugal is a tower that is, in my opinion, looks like a ketchup bottle and that is 145 meters tall. What's the name of it? I want to see it. Bye, Phoenix. Dubstep is not originally an American music genre. Okay, what is it then? All right, next question. Humans, if your pet or future pet could leave you on a one-star review, what would it said? What did you do to your pet? Vasco da Gama Tower. Let's see, Vasco da Gama Tower. It does sound like Tabasco, so there's a high chance that it was Vasco. This one? Really? Ketchup bottle? Okay, I think you're kind of far. Can I send it? Can I show you? You say like, I think you're kind of the Lulu. That doesn't look like a ketchup bottle to me. Looks more like the tower in Dubai. The one that is like 5 or 6 stars or something like that. Fun facts. GTA 6 was more expensive than the Burj Khalifa. That is a fun fact, Mika. God damn. God damn, I didn't know that. That Burj Khalifa is big. Wow. GTA 6 is gonna be crazy. Okay, so no one has one star. He's too clingy. Damn, Jicaris, you get 2 points for the 2 answers that you gave. They were good. 1 star. He was too clingy. Yeah. Well, yeah, I would be. Too many hugs. Like, I like you, but come on, just chill the fuck down. You're too much. You're being too much, Felix. Yeah, no, I have to agree. Go on. Okay, next question. You have to spend the next 24 hours inside any movie or video game. Which one would you choose? It's kind of similar to the question that you got, but as you said. 24 hours in any movie or video game. Minecraft creative mode free win. Okay. But why free win? Just because you get many blocky diamonds? Minecraft. Okay. Ace Ventura. Why do you wanna be in Ace Ventura? Because of Ace Ventura? He's a funny guy, to be honest. I don't know, like, I think in real life, he'll be very obnoxious. But in the movies, he's fun. He's a fun dude. Yeah. 3 diamonds for eternity, just take them back to real life and you're rich. I guess so. So you just want to be rich, essentially. Obsession? Mika! No! You didn't understand anything from the movie? It's because of Nikki, isn't it? Alright, interesting answers. Mika's crazy. Mika is obsessed. Humans, what's something that instantly tells you these 2 people are going to become friends? Yeah, that's an interesting one. What is something that instantly tells you these 2 people are gonna become friends? Like, what is a must thing that just instantly connects people? I watched it. It was fun. It was fun. It had some fun parts, but it wasn't fun. I wouldn't call it fun, but it was funny in some parts. Why are they kissing? That is quite of a tale. Good one. Damn, Zicaris 3 out of 3. Another point for Zicaris. Shared interest, probably. Yeah, but still. I share interests with a lot of people that just still I don't. Shared humor? Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. And when they start laughing a lot. If they really laugh. Yeah. I have to agree with that. Alright, good job, humans. That was As the Humans. Good job.
The Human Show.
Yeah, the Human Show. Alright, humans. That was fun. That was fun. Funsies. You got to participate a bit. You got a little back and forth action. But now it's time for me to give my little presentation. Today I'm gonna be speaking about the YouTube game. How it is to become a YouTuber and how much different it is to actually try to become a YouTuber compared to the advice that we get. Nothing. What's up? Hi, Felix. Sorry I can't attend to the rest of the show. I just came to say that. I'm sorry. Don't worry. Don't be sorry. It's nice to have you here today. I have to leave. Don't worry, guys. It's lovely to see you here, guys. Alright? So yes, today I'm gonna be speaking about YouTube, my experience with YouTube, and mostly why the YouTube dream is kind of a lie into us. That's essentially what we're gonna talk. For anybody that is aspiring to become a YouTuber potentially, just gonna give you a couple of reality checks of what the real image of trying to become a YouTuber is and how does it really look like. And I hope I'm not gonna fuck it up. So, but hey. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna manage to make the intro properly, but I'll still give it a try. Let's start with the presentation. All right, let's put some music. Let's get about this, like, let's get this bad boy on and start with another presentation. Settle back, put your popcorns on, or your drinks, or your Haribo, or whatever you wish. Just relax. I'm gonna be spilling for a bit. So, how am I gonna introduce this? My brain feels a bit blank, to be honest, but I'll figure it out. Trial and error. The YouTube dream that you've been following, the YouTube dream is a lie. The YouTube dream is a lie. I've said it, I've declared it. Yes, I've been trying for a long time to become a YouTuber, and I can tell you that the advices that the biggest YouTubers are trying to give you are kind of a freaking lie. At least are possibly leading you to your own demise. Here's the deal. If you follow those advices, you will have a pretty straight line forward towards winning the big YouTube money. Yes, it is quite effective, the advices that they give you. They're quite clear, and if you use them exactly how they tell you, you will get YouTube money. But the problem is you might not get your actual YouTube dream. Here's the deal. YouTube money, becoming rich and making a big business out of YouTube is not exactly the same thing as achieving the real YouTube dream that we all used to dream of when we were younger. At least that's my case, and maybe your case. So I'm gonna start debunking the advices that they give us in the internet to show you a real image of actually how it is to try to become a YouTuber from someone that has failed kind of miserably for 10 years. Let's figure that out. I think that intro was pretty good. No, I don't know. I thought it wasn't perfect, but I have to improvise. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just luck, you know? But anyways, let's first start with defining what the real dream of YouTube is. Because Alright, let's try that again. Alright, let's first start by defining what the real YouTube dream is. If you don't know me, I'm FelixHumann. I've been trying to become a YouTuber for nearly 10 years. And when I was 16, so 10 years ago, I was following a world of YouTube that was very different from what we have today. The main leaders that we used to have at a time were completely different. I used to follow people like Markiplier, PewDiePie, El Rubius, Jacksepticeye, and even Moist Critical, people that their jobs was to be creative and themselves and unperfect, not very polished productions, and just trying to make you laugh and entertain with the people that they had in their community. Their main selling point as the job that they had, the main thing that they achieved through their careers, at least in my opinion, was a sense of freedom. They could truly achieve to be themselves and be whatever. They could truly achieve to do whatever they wanted, and they could truly achieve to do whatever they wanted with their time and be supported by their community and follow their dreams. It was a sense of the goal being freedom, not necessarily monetary gain, even if they did manage to get monetary gain. Because here's what defined the benefits of that dream that they achieved in the old times of YouTube. Essentially, you could be yourself. You could be you, the human that is unperfect, the human that just the human that you don't have to force to be or act or pretend to be. Just you as the normal, imperfect, little, disgusting creature that we are. And that's a very awesome, comfortable way of being. A way that doesn't conflict with your brain. And I just want to be me. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, you could be yourself, and it was awesome. Like, that was the main goal. You could see them that they didn't have to force too much, and maybe at the beginning they had to force a personality, but throughout the years they could really achieve a sense where people were supporting him by just being themselves, even if they were imperfect. On top of that, you would build a community. You would have a community of people that would support you in just being yourself, and they would see your videos because of you and not the things that you're giving them or the things that you're talking about. It was about building a community interested in the things that you're passionate about. On top of that, you wouldn't have necessarily to have a niche. Today, everything is based around niching down. But at the time, the big winners of YouTube, the big YouTube dream, didn't really had a niche necessarily, because people were watching you because of you, not what you were giving them. So niching down was not a necessity. My whole point of this is that the big YouTube dream, the one that I aspire to have and that probably you did before YouTube evolved to what it is right now, is the fact that you could be a free human. Unperfect, unsupervised, unfiltered, just you being you and being supported by being you, your creative self. And I want that. But well, things have changed. That's not exactly the case anymore. Things have evolved. YouTube has changed a lot. The priorities of what the YouTube algorithm shows and the leaders of what YouTube has and the leaders that YouTube has kind of shows a completely different image of what the YouTube dream is all about. Because here's the deal. The advices that we receive nowadays to become a YouTuber are completely different to what they used to be. And it really shows clearly that the YouTube dream is a different thing altogether. Here's the deal. Because here's the deal, my dude. Here's the deal. I've been a YouTuber for 10 years. I've tried many different things to make this my full-time job. I've tried it all. And I've failed miserably. Not only I've failed, but most of us have failed. Even the ones that have achieved success, views, and money have failed with this execution because the result that they got was not satisfying enough. Because in my case, it just created a bunch of frustration, not knowing not getting the results that I wanted and the freedom that I was seeking. But even the people that actually achieved the numbers, most of them, you can see that they ended up being depressed and unhappy with it. Yeah, maybe they got a lot of money through the process, a lot of views, but they still lost the main reason why they were actually doing YouTube. They fell for the trap of views and money and making YouTube a big business and lost the original reason why they wanted to do this, to be free. Sad story. My whole point here is I think the problem relies on having a wrong goal. My whole point here, I think, is that the problem relies on the fact that nowadays we have the wrong goal. We're aiming at the wrong goal. Before we used to aim at a goal that was essentially like PewDiePie or creative. The goal that we used to have was revolving around creativity and humanity being free. But now the goal is about making money, making business grow, and I feel like it has been completely corrupted, and it's very, very sad. But you can see it in many ways, and mostly in the advices that the big YouTubers and the advice YouTube growing channels are giving us. There's mainly 3 big advices that they give you to grow a YouTube channel that you can follow, and they're effective in their own way, but they might lead you to your own demise. First, starting with the main one, you have to niche down. Yes, this is a great advice, very important if you want your business your YouTube channel to target a specific audience. This is valuable because your audience that is subscribing, they know what they're looking for, they know what they're subscribing to, and if they're interested in that specific subject, they will most likely subscribe. On top of that, it's very beneficial for all the brands for all the brands that might pay you to promote their product, because they know that the people that are watching your channel are the people that are interested in this thing. This is very useful for business aspect of growing a YouTube. But what's the problem with this? Well, for me, the problem is that first, your channel and your YouTube dream becomes essentially a product. It's not about you achieving your dream, it's about you creating a product that you can provide to as wide of an audience as possible and in the best way possible. The intention ends up being about selling a product, which is your content, instead of just you being yourself and living a free life. On top of that, niching down, at least in my eyes, it's a killer of creativity and it's a jail for your life. Essentially, you're choosing to not enjoy and appreciate all the things that you could possibly enjoy in life, because there's a billion of things that you could enjoy, and you're deciding to choose one to dedicate yourself and focus yourself, when in reality, as a human, you're very rarely ever interested in one thing forever. That's not how it works. And in my case, I am not like that. In the 10 years that I've been a YouTuber, I can tell you that my personality has changed a lot. And not niching down, yes, it didn't really brought me any good results views wise, and I have suffered from it, but I did gain on personality, on life experience, on freedom of creativity, on growing a fucking personality, something that seems like most of the internet is freaking missing. So yeah, niching down of course has its advantage. It's a logical thing to do, but it might come at a big cost that you didn't account for. Second advice that is very spread around the internet, which is consistency is key. Of course, you can't build a good channel if you're not consistently uploading and consistently using the same subject of your niche, because you want your channel to be predictable for the audience that is following you, right? The people that are watching you should know that from that date to that date, you will have videos and you will constantly be there and be very reliable for your audience. They want to know that you can't. They want to have the feeling that you will always be there for them. It's very important for that, and even the YouTube algorithm rewards a lot of consistency. If you're consistently uploading, it's very much likely that you will grow, because the YouTube algorithm feels like you're an actual active channel. But here's the deal, my dude. This is against nature itself. I'm not saying you shouldn't be consistent. I'm just saying it is very unlikely as a human that you will be. Maybe there's a couple of little humans in the world, maybe that have special mental abilities that can actually be consistent all their life. But I can tell you that I'm not. I am not a human I am not a human that can have a consistent rate of execution throughout my entire life, because my life and a life in general is full of unpredictable events. Sooner or later, something will happen that will derail you from the direction that we were going towards. And honestly, it seems like the only way that you could possibly be consistently uploading in a repetitive way is by being a freaking robot. To be honest, that's the only way, or having enough budget that you can have a team that can create a system that allows your channel to be like a robot, one that consistently uploads and never fails to do so, because they're not human. Being consistent goes against nature, at least in my fucking opinion and what I've experienced. Sooner or later I get lost. It's super hard. But my point being that if you do fall for the priority of consistency, which is very important in YouTube, you're essentially becoming a factory of content instead of focusing on creating something that feels special and original and creative for you, because you're prioritizing consistency, you're focusing on becoming a factory of production, giving the people something, whatever it is. They will have to have it in this specific date. If not, I will fail. And yes, YouTube promotes this, YouTubers promote this, and it is very important in YouTube if you want to grow. But god damn it comes with a price. It's not for nothing, and you might get lost in the process through being too consistent. On top of that, last big advice that they give you, right? There is one last advice that they give you for growing your channel and being able to achieve your YouTube dream, which is that you need to improve your quality. You need to have really good video quality. You need your videos that you're providing, it not only have to be niche, but they have to be consistent, but they have to also be a really good quality of product, because if not, people won't watch it, right? That is actually a really good advice, right? Because if you keep on improving one thing every single video, your videos will keep on getting better and better and better, and sooner or later, ideally, you will have some quality content to provide the people. This is a good skill improvement. It can be really good for you, but it also comes with a price, because here's the deal. YouTube doesn't care about quality content. It does not. What it cares about is attention. What it cares about is retention of attention. No. What was the word? Retention. Retention. I can't find the word. Attention time. Attention time. Fuck, I don't have it. Okay, it doesn't seem like someone has it in the chat. Attention? Yeah, attention. But attention, it wasn't just attention, it was like retention. Okay. But here's the deal, YouTube doesn't care about quality content. It doesn't care if your video is actually a good video that has value. It cares if you manage to have long retention span. Boom, you did it, Mika. Thank you, we combined there. Thank you, I couldn't find the word. It just cares about if you can grab the attention of this little fellow and manage to distract him enough so they don't run away from the video and they stay as long as possible, because that's what they want in their platform. So if you can manage to do that, that's a big victory royale for you in YouTube. But that doesn't mean necessarily that you're making a good video. So because you have to prioritize that, what do? Well, the only thing that you can do is to start optimizing your videos. That's what everybody starts to do if they want to finally be able to win in the YouTube algorithm game. So what do? You start to follow the instructions to optimizing. You make a good short hook that can grab the attention straight away. You make colors bright. You make a lot of cuts so people don't get distracted fastly. You start to speak in a certain tone so people don't lose attention. You switch from subject to subject pretty fast. You need to have a map of the freaking video so people know where things are coming and what they have to expect, and they need to stay till the end, because at the end there maybe will be a gift. It's a bunch of little techniques, but what it gives is that at the end, everybody becomes copies of each other's. Every single person in the YouTube, nearly every single channel in YouTube seems to have the same essence of the every single YouTube channel nowadays really feels like they all are clones of each other's, clones essentially of Mr. Beast, because they all fell into the trap of optimization, because there are certain rules to optimize a video, and if we all follow this to win the game, we all become the same. It's different, but it's the same. It's different, but it's the same. It's different subjects, but it's the same techniques, so they feel the same thumbnails, the same ideas. Just makes everything so flat and boring and predictable in a way. And also the problem is that it gives you the same feeling. I think it just gives you the same feelings. If we all the same feeling, if we all use the same techniques, we all provide the same feeling. I don't know, big problem. But what has changed? Like, essentially, what has changed between the old YouTube and what we have now that leads us to have this different dream and expectation of YouTube? Because it's not the same as it used to. Here's the deal. In the old YouTube, what we used to have was a platform that was prioritizing humanity. It was essentially a place different from TV and big productions where people could essentially be themselves. YouTube, you video. Essentially, that's what it meant. It was humans following their dreams and sharing their passions in a normal human way without needing a giant production. But what it has come to be right now, essentially, YouTube has become a giant business platform where everybody is just trying to get as much attention as possible so they can have as much benefit as possible, most of the time monetarily wise. So the whole intention and goal is completely different. It used to be being free to be who you are and getting supported by it, and now it is about making moolah. We want the ka-ching, my dude. Yeah. So my point is that because this has changed, it also has changed the dream that we're expecting. That my dream that I used to have as a YouTuber seems to have changed to the dream that now people have in YouTube. Maybe their intention seems to be the same, and maybe their intentions maybe they still have good intentions, but it ends up being that they are trying to build a YouTube business, not a YouTube dream. And that just corrupts everything and makes everybody miserable in the process. Because here's the deal. I've been trying... Okay, every time that I get to this part, I forget what I'm supposed to say. But I have my structure here. I structure, what was it? Yes. So, but here's the deal. For me, I've been spending 10 years following my dream. The dream that I really thought was the real YouTube dream. But the problem is to get there, because I didn't achieve that. I always kept on looking for advices from other people, either the big creators, whoever they may be. I just kept on trying to grasp any advice that I could get to maybe get ahead in life. But most of this game is based around luck. Either way, I followed the advices of people, but I kept on getting advices from people trying to follow a different dream than mine, trying to build a YouTube business instead of a YouTube dream. And it just created a bunch of frustration, because I follow people like Mr. Beast, essentially, when essentially Mr. Beast is an excellent YouTuber, but his dream is to be the biggest YouTube channel in the world, the biggest business that exists in entertainment. But it's not necessarily to be free to create whatever he wants. It's not the same thing, and he doesn't do that. So his advices don't necessarily apply to me. So my point is that it's just not that simple to become a YouTuber. Yes, you can follow the rules yes, you can follow the advices that other people give you, but that won't necessarily lead you to the same place that you were supposed to get. And maybe you will spend a bunch of time and effort into getting to a place that into getting into a dream that you can't even recognize, and still end up depressed afterwards. I'm not saying that I'm super happy, but at least I'm happy that I didn't lose my freedom through the process. I don't know. I think it has some sort of value. Anyways, my whole conclusion with this is that just don't forget your dreams. If you're gonna start an adventure through a long time and get frustrated by the fact that maybe you don't get the results straight away, just don't forget your dreams. Don't forget the reasons why you started in the first place, where you wanted to go, and why you did this in the first place. And generally, you made it because it made you happy, not because you wanted to get something out of it. Because if you always want to get something out of it, you will get something out of it, but probably not happiness or fulfillment or satisfaction. So anyways, just don't forget your dreams. Don't forget your origins. That's all that I want to say. And let's hope that if I keep on believing in the real dream that I believe, and let's hope, and I truly hope that, and I truly believe that there is still some space for the real dream of YouTube to exist. I think the cake is big enough for every single one to have a bite, and I don't need a big bite of the cake. I don't need to be famous. I don't need to be the biggest YouTuber. I just want a community that likes what I do because I do it how I want to do it, not because I just follow the algorithm or whatever. What's my fucking conclusion? I don't know. My conclusion just fell apart there, but you get the idea. I just want to be myself and follow my dream. And if it works, great. And if it doesn't, I still have 230 days to prove me wrong. And if I don't make it until then, I'll just quit and start, I don't know, cutting wood, being a carpenter maybe, or work in a pastry. Maybe I'm just gonna do croissants forever. Maybe that could be my future. I don't know. Sounds like a good future to me. Anyways, if you do support if you do want to watch a bit of the real YouTube dream or a bit more of that, please don't forget to subscribe. You could really help me make YouTube my full-time job. Anyways, if you enjoyed this presentation, you'll probably also enjoy this Willy Wonka presentation. This movie is incredible. You won't want to miss it. Anywho, thank you for watching. Yay. I don't know if that was too good. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too good.
The Human Show.
Alright, humans. That was it. Now I need your feedback, please, for the ones that paid attention. Was that okay? What did you guys thought? Was the message good? Was the message like? Thank you, Pic. But like, what did you? So good. Okay, thank you, Mika. The thing is, like, I know that you guys are unconditionally supportive of me. Hey, Sasuke. But maximum real talk. Okay, but like, did it make sense? Is there any points of that you find you can relate to, or is there any opinions apart from it was really good? Because I believe that you guys enjoyed it. If not, why would you be here? But I just kind of want to know if what I'm saying makes sense, or if there's any part where, okay, that just like, did you manage to follow my points? Did my points made sense? I think they do, but when I write these videos, I just have a bunch of points that I want to combine into a fluid conversation presentation, but it doesn't necessarily. I didn't like it, Felix. I loved it. You silly. Good presentation. It was pretty good. The don't niche down thing is pretty good because you can be generic while still having your own style. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. It's like, what's my niche? I do have a niche nowadays, which is kind of like the presentations, but it's still like, what's my niche? It's me. I am the niche. What the fuck do you mean? Like, what's the niche? Why can't I just be enough? My comedy, the one thing that just drives every single video together. Me. The fact that it's my brain, my creativity, me that edited it, my style, how I want to say it, and the messages that I think through my brain. Why is that not enough of a niche? Because business-wise, it's not like the algorithm can define that as a niche, but still, it's frustrating. It should be enough. Love it. I like it so much, but the average YouTube kid couldn't stay for seconds, I guess. Yeah, but I don't need the average YouTube kid. I need there's enough pieces of the cake for everyone, and there should be enough for moi. If you guys exist, why wouldn't other people exist like you? I do raw style, but I have my own sound design style. Fuck yeah. W short. Okay, Mika really knows the button that I pressed to put a short. Right? I think he knows it now. Anyways.
Everybody knows that milk's no killer.
Who knows that milk is no killer? My man add Subway Surfer gameplay. Yeah, add Subway Surfer gameplay, and they will get their attention. Milk's no killer. Zikaris got it. Zikaris got it first. Bravo, Zikaris, you get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 for Zikaris. Fastest in the West. Alright, humans. That's pretty much it. I need to go and I need to edit at least one of the 2 videos, because I need to post something today. I haven't posted anything today, like any long form, so I need to do that, and then I need to go and watch the match from Belgium against España. Ay! I do enjoy this live stream. I do find it very fun. I do enjoy it too. I feel like the gap that was left after we erased the gaming part of the show is a bit of a struggle, to be honest. For me, it has its benefits, but it's kind of a struggle to find new audiences, because right now no one new is coming to the live streams, and I don't know how to change that. But I think there is also a part of it that is like, well, does it really matter? You know, because it matters the videos that I'm making, and the videos, the shorts and the long form is the ones that can potentially get trending, not the live stream. The live stream can't get trending alone. That is not how it works. So whatever I do in the live stream, even if it's for 6 people or if it's for 20 or for 100, it doesn't really matter, because you guys are already enough. You know what I mean? So maybe I am stressing for something that doesn't truly matter. And if I just keep on making these little presentations and shorts daily, and we keep on adding new parts that can translate into shorts and content, should be fine. Should be fine, right? Just stressing. You are good enough. Thank you, Mika. I think that's just what I needed to hear. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Wheel of Fortune. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Who wants to spin? I can see that Zikaris wants to spin. Let's see what Zikaris will get. Will get. He gets 2 puntos para Zikaris. 1-2. Muy bien, Zikaris. Mika wants to spin. Let's see, Mika. Will he lose all his points again? Ui! No, he wins 1 point, Mika. 3rd place, not too bad. Who else? Toast wants to spin. Toast wants to spin, and Toast will get 2 points. 2 points for Toast. Toasty. 2 points for Toasty. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's everyone. We have 3 people watching right now. Wow. That's it is what it is. But anyways, that was the Wheel of Fortune.
The Human Show.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before I leave, it's time to announce who the MVP award goes to. The most valuable player of today's evening goes to none other than the one and only Toasty. Yes, Toast Laser, you, my dude, deserve 5 points and going to the MVP award. You were really cool today. It was very nice having you, so you deserve it. Tabby, what's up, Tabby? Welcome, you didn't start at the end, but you're right nonetheless. Toasty. Congratulations on being the MVP. You are 84 subs, huh? Not too bad, dude. Not too bad, eh? How you doing, Debbie? Let's put toast. There you go. You are there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, Felix. You're welcome, Toast. Thank you for coming and being so supportive. It was really nice having you. You made me laugh a couple of times. All right, Felix, before you go, can you please say the Discord link? I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna send it. Did you say send? No, you did say send. Say. I'll send it to you. Discord link. Copy, and there you go, Toasty Toast. All right, humans, It was very nice having all of your beautiful faces today. Thank you so much for coming. I really enjoyed it. I'll probably be back tomorrow. We usually do this every day. Just not only I have to keep on doing presentations, which is a really nice thing, but I gotta think. Anyways, see you tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Bye.